Welcome to our second to last class together over these holidays. As we move into the final days of the 2010s, I encourage you to spend some time looking back over the last 10 years. How have you changed? How have your loved ones changed? How has the world changed? See if we can keep away from judgments of things being better or worse. Don't worry too much about pleasures, pains, losses and gains, fame, shame, praise, or blame, all these things that might come up. Just continue to be curious about what has transpired in 10 whole years. As we move into this next decade together, may we have the clarity of a clean slate, a fresh start, another chance. Having learned from all of the lessons of the past decade, may we embrace the infinite energy of present moment curiosity. As we become curious about everything, our judgmental mind has nothing to do, and will eventually become curious right along with us. So let's start in a comfortable seated position. That can be cross-legged or sitting on our knees. And we'll close the eyes, and let's take a moment to check in with right where we are. First, listening to the sounds that are close by. And then listen to the sounds that are far away. And let's take a deep inhale in through the nose, get the crown of the head a little higher. And then exhale, relax the shoulders, the hips, the knees, the toes and fingers. Take a deep inhale in, expanding the belly, expanding the chest, sipping in a little more air than you think you can. And then exhale and let it go. One more time, nice deep inhale in. A nice long exhale out. Let's bring the soles of the feet together, the knees out to the side. If you can, grab underneath your feet. Otherwise, you can grab onto the shins or wherever is most comfortable. Sitting up nice and tall. And we're going to start first taking that crown of the head, and we're going to drop it down by bringing our chin toward our chest. And then picking a direction like you are drawing a huge circle with the crown of the head, the very top of where the spine points. We'll pick a direction and inhale, roll the head all the way back, and exhale nice and long and drop the chin back to our chest. So holding on to the feet, letting the shoulders and the torso get involved. Deep inhale in back. And exhale, chin toward the chest. Inhaling back. Don't drop the head back so much that there's any stress on the vertebra, on the cervical spine, on the neck. Exhale, dropping chin to chest. Few more long breaths. Long movements. Like you're trying to get the crown of the head as far away from the body as you can. And head in the opposite direction. Continuing with your breath and movement. Noticing the thoughts. Noticing the sounds. Noticing your focus. A few more. Now we're going to inhale just to one side. Really leaning to that side. And exhale, coming through center. See if you can get your chest towards your toes. Inhale to the other side. And exhale to center. Inhaling over to the other side, you can place your hand on that knee and really press away, opening up through the lateral side of the body. And exhale, dropping down to center. Inhale over to the other side, stretch away. And exhale to center. A few more. Now, continuing with this idea of curiosity, so much of curiosity allows for play. See if we can start to take the swings a little farther, starting to get the shoulder to come all the way down toward the earth. And maybe rolling all the way onto our side, and all the way through center, all the way to the other side, all the way back. Finding a little play. Become curious about this strange movement and have a little fun. Still breathing, and see if you can bring that focus right to the crown of the head. Notice the line that it draws as you move. And coming right back through center. Take a moment, ground down, close the eyes, recenter, and just notice if you feel a little bit different now after just a few breaths, just a little bit of movement. And let's continue our exploration in downward facing dog. Press the hands, widen the shoulders, press the heels down, and then we'll inhale forward to plank. Exhale down, chaturanga. Inhale through and up, cobra, or upward facing dog. And exhale back, downward facing dog. A few more, inhale forward. Exhale down. Inhale through and up. And exhale back. A few vinyasas at your own pace. Your thoughts, notice your focus, and then try and bring the focus right back to the crown of the head. Next time we find ourselves in downward facing dog, let's place the elbows down and see if we can sink the heart a little more toward our toes, trying to get the crown of the head down toward the earth. You can place the knees down if you need to. See if you can open up the backs of the legs by reaching the heels toward the earth. And then coming to our knees, we're going to place our hands about the width of our mat so that we can place the crown of the head all the way down on the earth. And at first, just taking a little time to see how it feels to put a little weight on the crown of the head. And then visualize any resistance, any tension just pouring out the crown of the head, all the way from our root to our sacral, through the entire system, moving, releasing, and pouring out through the crown of the head. Now see if you can start to straighten your legs so you feel a little more weight in the crown of the head. And then try and press the hands down. See if you can take some of that weight from the head and put it in the hands. You can hang out anywhere along the way. Maybe one knee can make its way on top of the elbow. Perhaps both knees. Playing, opening that curiosity, like when we were kids. You'll see a lot of children just come into this little tripod headstand naturally. It's something that the body often likes to play with. So see if you can find that same childlike curiosity. Few breaths. And gently come down and find your way towards your back. Or if you want to play a little bit, perhaps it has been a very long time since you have done a forward fold. So from this tripod, you can place the feet down and really curl the whole body into a ball. See if we can do a forward roll right to our backs and reach to the insides of the knees and the outsides of the feet for a happy baby. And I like to call this curious baby instead of just a happy baby. We'll be rocking back and forth and exploring with opening the legs in different directions at different times and just become curious about your hips and legs, knees, toes, feet. Just let yourself move and open anything that needs to be opened. And when you are finished with your exploration, let's come back into traditional happy baby. And then we'll try and pull our knees toward the earth on either side of our hips with the strength of our arms. And then use our elbows to push the knees farther and farther away from each other. And then release, stretching all the way out. Stretch the feet out as far as they will go. The hands out, up above you. We'll take a deep inhale in, stretch everything long on the inhale. And then as we exhale, we'll lift the legs and the arms and the shoulders, try and touch our toes. And then inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift. Few more. And then pull the right knee in, lengthen the left foot out. Pull the right knee over the body with the left hand. And twist. A few deep breaths. And coming back through center. Extend the right leg out, pull the left knee in, and pull it over the body with the right hand. And a few deep breaths. Just nice, twist, bringing out anything that is still holding on. See if you can let it go as you breathe a little deeper, twist a little deeper. And back through center, bring the knees in for just a moment. Give yourself a nice hug. And let's pull everything in. So try and get your nose to your knee. Try and get as small as you possibly can. Take a deep inhale in. Hold the breath at the top. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And when you just can't hold it anymore, exhale and extend all the way out. And send out into a giant X with the arms and legs, or in a more traditional Shavasana, however you to surrender, release, and relax, and let go for just a few moments, allowing the breath to simply enter and exit the body, and becoming curious about whatever happens next. Slowly find your way back to your body, back to your breath. Decide if you would like to stay right here, melting down into the earth underneath you, or gently find your way back to that same comfortable seated position in which we started our journey together. And again, listen to the sounds that are close by. And listen to the sounds that are far away. When we are curious inside of our fear, we find our fear to be the ally of courage.